Like watching.
I'm not talking about a player or two here and there. Who has consistently played defense?
Well,
Brian has played very little of it.
You think he's giving all of his effort right now as opposed to the playoffs?
I'm saying if you're going to be the All-Star selection, you should be rewarded for how much effort you give on defense.
But he's.
I don't care on the scoreboard that he's 38. If you 38 and you can't play defense, sit down.
Top 3 player on the court.
Exactly.
You on the court. Everybody on the court is supposed to defend. I'm not trying to slander Franz either. So why we slandered him saying that Paolo's dragging this trash like y'all?
Because we gave him honorable mention. We didn't. Hold on. We put Franz in honorable. Well, I put Franz in honorable mention. I didn't put him in the All-Star game with Paolo.
Because he shouldn't be, and neither should Paolo. They can be honorable together. You can honorably mention them both.
All right, what up? What up? Welcome to the All Grind Sports Show, where we are politically incorrect. I go by the name of JC, and as y'all can see, we got some faces you know, some you don't, but all of my brothers nonetheless. This is episode 85, I believe, and this is going to be our All-Star Starter Special. So first, thank y'all for tuning in the way y'all have been. Make sure y'all continue to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all here with us. And we appreciate that. That being said, man, let's get right into it. We got my guy. I ain't going to call him the youngin' today because there's somebody younger than him today. But we got my guy from the So Icy gang, tatted like a biker gang, my boy Andre the Sports Junkie.
Let's go, man. We back. And unlike Tuesdays, still the same little thing. The only difference is it's Podcast Thursday.
I just wanted to hear how it hit this time. That's why I didn't join you. Then we got a brand new special guest in the building, man. I don't know where to start with this guy. Longtime friend of mine, man, especially in the sports world. This is probably one of like my first, I guess you could say, like internet sports guy, going back and forth, debating, some heated, some, all over the place, man. He's a Celtics fan, so go figure. Man, one of the most greatest dudes I know, man, when it comes to the sports spit, man. Walking NBA encyclopedia. My boy Ray in the building, man. What's going on?
It's a pleasure and a privilege to be here, JC. Like oil and water, we're going to fight. I'm going to tell you what's right. And I'm sure you're going to be wrong. So I'm excited.
And this has been a long time coming, man. He's been talking about coming on the show since episode 1, pretty much.
Yes, absolutely.
We've been talking about him getting him on the show for a long time, man. He's finally here. It only took 85 episodes, but who's counting?
Who's counting?
And then we got one of our unfamiliar faces, long time no see. The actual youngin' today, the Ole Miss ambassador, the brilliant Jay Will.
What's good, JC? I'm just trying to make sure I save up my money so I can make sure Lane Kiffin stays at Ole Miss and doesn't get bought out from Alabama right now. But we good right now.
And just so you know, you ain't safe, nigga. Ragu and Isaiah coming for you when they see this shit. So you ain't pulled up in a minute on the other side. They feel like you hiding, my boy.
Trust me, I wanted to come out when the Colts beat the Raiders.
Bro, I told them the same thing.
Yeah, Dre got you, so you might get a couple jabs from him today. But
I'm ready for it.
And then we got my guy who y'all haven't seen in a while, to some unforeseen circumstances, but he has pulled up recently. One of my brothers, man, from the dirty ATL. My guy Chev in the building, man. 2 up, 2 down.
You know what I'm saying? What's happening with you, baby? Let's get to it.
Bro, he looked like Dame Lillard.
I get that a lot.
All
niggas
looking like, huh?
No, that one, he is. I just pulled up a picture on my phone, bro. Bro, how are you a ball player by night and a normal human being by day?
I don't think Dame's beard has quite connected there quite yet.
Y'all ain't
Bro,
never
go look at a
y'all ain't never
picture.
seen me and Dame in the same place, so
Bro,
that's all I gotta
you're
say.
Dame for sure. What the hell?
But before we get cracking, man, I just want to let all my brothers know that's here. I've worked with each and every one of you. All of y'all got thick alligator skin. So, you know what I'm saying? We hold no punches. Nobody got to take nothing personal, none of that good spit. I'm sure y'all know. Ray, I haven't worked with on the show, but I've been going back and forth with this man for nearly a decade. So,
Nearly a decade.
pretty confident in him as well. And with that being said, man, let's get into the breaking news. Like I said, we were just gonna do like a all-star starter special type thing, but we are the All Grind Sports Show, so anything sports related we got to get into. And we've had some breaking news. And we'll start with the guy behind Dre's background. Legendary Belichick has decided to call it quits for now. And we shall see what's to come in the future. But what's everybody's immediate reaction to that?
Honestly, for me, from my standpoint, I'm not mad at it. Like, bro, he's been doing this for 24 seasons. He's doing, he's got 6 Super Bowls, 8 Super Bowls actually.
That man been coaching longer than Jay Will been alive.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
He won 2 as a DC with the Giants, and then 6 with New England. I mean, what else is there to say? I mean, if he decides to come back, cool. I mean, that's a move he wants to make. But as far as what he's done for the Patriots, he's given everything he's had. And he didn't have the greatest, these last couple of years, but regardless, just look at his career all around. Like, he had a great career. He has the most wins in playoff history. He's 31-13 in the playoffs.
Yeesh.
Well, I mean, I kind of saw it coming. I mean, I've been saying this the entire year. Like, it was nothing against Belichick, one of the greatest, if not the greatest coach of all time. But obviously, looking through this season, you could kind of tell it was probably time to call it quits. And I'll miss beating him these past few seasons that the Patriots have been trash. But, if he calls it, if he retires, now if he retires and just decides not to coach again, I understand it. I would prefer him to leave as a Patriot. But if he wants to go and coach in San Diego or Seattle, totally understand it. But if this is his last ride, then
I love how you said San Diego. I feel like that was intentional.
And Jay Will, because you haven't been on the show, since you haven't been on the show for a little bit, from now on, we're calling Trevor Lawrence number 16, and we're calling Herbert number 10.
Hold on, we didn't agree to that part. I didn't agree to no Herbert.
You didn't agree to that. We agreed to that.
Do y'all feel like it was do y'all feel like this was a mutual thing, or do y'all think he might have been pushed out, but they kind of made it seem a certain way on the surface?
I think it was mutual.
Yeah, I think it was probably mutual.
If there was anyone in the NFL who had nothing left to still be going for, it's probably Bill.
15 wins.
Super Bowls, money. All right, that's cool. Y'all ain't gonna remember. You know what I'm saying? Just shout out to that legendary Giants DC. Like, I as a Giants fan, that is what I know him for. Lawrence Taylor, Carl Banks. Straight up. I don't know about all the things he did in Boston. I wasn't there. 26.
How many years was he in New England? He was there for a minute.
Since like 99.
An hour.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Cup of coffee.
It's crazy. Like,
he was hired in 2000.
Yeah, like being an NFL coach these days where everybody's getting fired left and right. Like, I think we got 8 coaches getting fired this year already. Like, it's kind of crazy that he's kind of stuck around this long. So salute to him, because like that's a crazy thing to do.
I mean, if there's anybody who I feel should have been able to just ride it out till the wheels fall off, I mean, it's him. If that's not enough on your resume to revive a franchise who's been pretty much poverty for most of the time that they've been in existence, I mean, I don't know what more you can do to have job security.
Yeah, of course. I'm just saying that it's just so like I think people do underestimate that, if you stay in at a team for like 25-ish years and like the legacy that Bill's left behind, like that's kind of almost unheard of at this moment right now. So like I'm just giving him his flowers, and I'm not that sad because Colts fan, but congratulations.
I'm
if
sure you speak for most NFL fans, to be honest.
We always hold a grudge against Bill, but let bygones be bygones, Dre, for now.
Oh no, Bill ain't do nothing to me. I got 2 in front of Bill. Bill ain't do nothing to me.
He did something to me. We lost 2019 because of that nigga.
Loadout 2014. Then you had the Flakegate. Oh yeah, I was here when I was a kid.
Hey, a win is a win.
He had a defense that had us put up 3 points the whole game in the Super Bowl. So I'm not gonna say I'm a sad or necessarily downer right now, but can't take away from what he did. Shout out to Bill, and that's all I have to say on that.
Dre, do you have anybody in mind that you want to be head coach, or like you just kind of
for the Patriots or
the Patriots? You been thinking about anybody you want to head coach, Dre, or like you just
imagine? Hold on, what coach would want to step into that type of pressure though? You got to come in behind Belichick's success. Who the F wants to?
Well, so he's also the GM of Patriots, right?
Right. Well, I mean,
really, that's really the more important job.
GMs get to hide, and they don't have nearly as much pressure as head coach has, though. So that, I mean, I could see somebody wanting to take that, but the head coaching job and you walking behind that's just like the quarterbacks walking into the Patriots room. You always gonna get compared to number 12, always.
And the funny thing about that too is I was like, for a split second, I was like, maybe Harbaugh, but then I was like, I don't know. Just who can really, I don't know who could fill. We don't need you to fill those shoes, but at least try to.
You want the Patriot way. You could say it. That's what it is. You want Patriot way still.
Patriot way is gone.
Walking out the door.
Patriot way. The guy who hires and fires is gone. You have to start over from the beginning.
Patriot way was Tom.
When we talk about the Patriot way, we don't talk about that. I don't. When I say Patriot way, I don't talk about that. I talk about the Patriot way, which is do what's necessary to win.
I mean, reality is 24 years ago before he got there, there were 4 sports teams in Boston, and the Patriots were the worst. I mean, it's a franchise that was a laughing stock of Boston until then. So does it start and stop with Belichick?
Oh no, I was just saying no. I'm saying my version of Patriot way was cheating.
I mean that too.
Well, yeah, sure. Because of the territory, right? 6 Super Bowls. How do you get them? I mean,
exactly. Cheaters prosper.
I don't. What coaches have been fired? I mean, who's looking for a job right now?
What's the Titans coach?
It might be Vrabel. Yeah, that's great. You nailed something there. It might be Vrabel. Maybe.
I'm still surprised they fired him.
I can't believe they fired Vrabel.
Really?
Not only did you fire him, you didn't even get nothing for him on the way out. Like y'all just said, F it.
Well, I thought they got something for him. They didn't.
But do you think maybe they knew Belichick was, that writing was on the wall, and maybe they wanted to go after him?
The real question is Belichick going to Alabama or not?
You said what?
Is Belichick going to Alabama?
Oh.
Damn.
He loves college football. He loves Alabama. He loves Nick Saban's program.
And I'm sure he can basically get a blank check from Alabama. So
his dad was a college football coach, right?
I think so.
Ray might be on to something.
I'm pretty sure he was. I'm just saying, Nick Saban retires later that day.
But I think he might be on his. I think he might be at a place in his career where he might be on his Phil Jackson split, to where like I'm not going to a team where the groundwork ain't laid already.
Belichick is set.
Get y'all split together. Get you a squad first, then I'll pull up.
When the Cowboys inevitably fire Mike McCarthy this year. Maybe is Dallas an option?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. What's his relationship with Jerry?
I'm sure for the right price,
I think that matters.
Good. I mean, I don't know. You know, could he be an executive somewhere? That's a lot of questions there. I mean,
that would be a real patriotic act for Bill Belichick to go to America's team. So I can see it especially if they lose to Jordan Love on a Saturday or Sunday whenever they play.
Oh, bro, because I feel like they're really playing him lightly.
But let's go to the next one, man. We got Nick Saban, who I guess spontaneously, according to the world, decided to retire. What's our reaction to that?
Bill went 3 straight seasons without a championship. Was like, yeah, I had enough of this.
It's cool that he's retiring, but I got a lot of issues with it. Number one, you basically spent this entire year telling guys in the recruiting, hey, come to Alabama, so-and-so, because, you want to play for me because I'm one of the best coaches of all time. You're trying to get guys into the transfer portal. Then he waits immediately after for the transfer portal, that stage to close down to say, hey, I'm done. And then kind of leave all these guys stranded. So I'm wondering what...
Because nobody can leave up to this point now, right?
Well,
every college football coach ever.
The way it works is once a coach retires or they step down, they have the players get a 30-day free transfer portal where they can get in, no consequences. They keep their scholarship.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So which is definitely a good deal.
That's interesting.
You're recruiting these guys to be like, hey, come play with me. Some of them for years and years, you've been talking to them. Just for them to, just for them to finally commit to you, sign to you just a couple months later, and then you're just all of a sudden done. I don't like how he left the program. I'll just say that. But if we're just talking like what he's accomplished, then I mean, there's nothing really need to be said. He's just like Belichick. He's the best coach of all time. I don't think it's a debate anymore between him and Paul Bear Bryant. Now it just really matters as to who's going to get that job. And I think that's where everybody is like, besides Kirby Smart in Georgia, and I think besides Jim Harbaugh in Michigan, everybody's coach is on the line. I think recently Oregon's coach said he was going to stay at Oregon. That's great. But like, if I'm everybody else, like I'd be scared, for Alabama to take my coach. And I'm one of the guys because I think Lane Kiffin is the number one prospect Alabama's looking at. So we'll see how it goes. I hope Lane Kiffin stays at Ole Miss because he's already built something here. But let's be honest, it's Lane Kiffin. He goes to a new job every 3 to 4 years. And I don't know if he turns down Alabama. It's a tough spot.
Yeah, I mean, the dude has resume speaks for itself. 7 national championships, one of which came with LSU in 2003. 11 SEC titles. I mean, dude was a good coach, until he went to the NFL for a little bit. Traded Wes Welker to, at that time, the bullies up the street, and then decided to say, I'm going to go back to college football.
Can't recruit that way. I said you can't recruit in the pros. And I think Belichick will go down as not Belichick, Saban will go down as college football's greatest coach. In my personal opinion, the best coach to retire this year.
That's a fact.
Yeah, Bill, I'm looking at you too.
Damn.
And one of the best pure recruiters that has ever existed, because the way that program continuously just reels in talent over and over and over again, it's terrifying. And the SEC is a much safer place now.
Very much a safer place.
It's a much safer place.
Trust me, like that's why I'm happy because like Saban leaving, football is a big deal, but him leaving the SEC, now I got all these SEC teams looking like, okay, the SEC looks a lot more winnable now with Nick Saban out. Even though Georgia is still...
I was about to say, until three linemen go to Georgia and it's there goes the neighborhood again.
At least it's not just, like conferences or divisions don't matter anymore. Like it's tiring seeing Ole Miss go like 10-3 or 11-2. And we can't even make the SEC championship game because Bama is always right in front of us. So now it's kind of more of a breather, even though, of course, divisions are gone this year. None of that matters. it gives my team an easier pathway to hopefully making it to an SEC championship next year if we keep Lane Kiffin.
Yeah, I concur with everything y'all said. But bro left such a bad taste in my mouth with how he tried to diminish Dion a couple years ago. So not the most celebratory regarding bro, but
for the right price, he might like Bama himself.
Ooh, they wouldn't do that though. They wouldn't do that.
You don't.
They would never, Chef.
Or they at Colorado and getting you the Bama job. Not that easy.
If he ever did that, we would have to have an emergency podcast the next.
Who's going anywhere else? That's all. What kid's going anywhere else for the next however many years?
We didn't even say that when the transfer.
They're gonna be turning down 5 stars.
Yeah, Colorado's gonna be a tough team in the future because they finna get some of these Bama recruits. I bet that's gonna hop out. So
yeah, you see what Lil Man said. This nigga said tap in.
You gonna be gone in a year?
Ain't none of them quarterbacks effing with him.
What you mean?
Shador? I mean, ain't but so much eligibility to go around, brother. You got about 1 year on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be the top quarterback prospect next year. But we gonna see.
I thought he might have came out this year, but maybe, he don't want to go out like that, I guess.
I guess he saw he wasn't projected as high. He was like, nah, let me get back in.
Yeah, he wasn't going to do pops like that. Said, I'll give you one. I got one more in me. Vince Carter.
Same with Travis Hunter, because he probably going next year, too.
Oh, no, Travis gone.
Man, he's going to
And then maybe y'all can make some sense of this to me. Pete Carroll apparently stepped down from coaching, but still wants to be a part of the organization. Does anybody know what role he's supposed to be potentially playing?
Advisors with
fullback.
Is this like a Brad Stevens type thing or like a Mark Cuban type thing where I just want to be in the facility and
I think it's more for
be in the conversations?
Fullback. Put him on the field.
I mean, he can move. That wide receiver.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I think he just kind of wants to stay a part of that organization, which I understand. He's built it. He's done an amazing job. Another coach who's kind of accomplished a lot there, even though let you tell it, some people, Seahawks fans that I've talked to, they're kind of happy that he's stepping down, which I don't blame him because, of course, after Russell Wilson, they haven't had just as much success as they wanted to. But all in all,
I mean, he's overachieved though with a couple rosters that he had.
Yeah, but I guess just these past few years have been such.
Look what he got. He like almost single-handedly rejuvenated Geno when niggas thought he was like an afterthought,
which is crazy because
Russell hasn't looked like Russell since he left Pete. No. So I mean, what are we talking about?
I mean, I'm on the same page as you, but it just seems like a lot of Seahawks fans just wanted him going, and I guess it's maybe
they ain't forgave him. You know what?
For the Lynch, yeah.
No, what?
Okay, I can understand.
That's why I say put him in fullback.
That I can understand.
Put him in fullback. Put him on the one.
Because there's been some stuff coming
out
from some of the former players from that squad who have, when they're asked this question, they've been kind of admitting basically that he did that like intentionally. Like he really was trying to sabotage Lynch. Like it wasn't a conspiracy. Like him and Lynch really wasn't on good terms at that time.
It may have been like. Yeah. I don't think it was just necessarily on play. I think that it goes.
Chef, it's a million sports conspiracies. It's different when.
Oh no, I saw it. I saw Marshawn open up about that one. And
Marshawn, of course, but when other players are saying it, that's different than the people involved.
Beast Mode, a national treasure. Beast Mode is a national treasure. If Marshawn Lynch don't like you, it's you.
That's what he said on that Shannon Sharp show. He was basically saying, hey, he was trying to get cool with Russell Wilson, whatever. Russell Wilson just didn't want to contact him outside of football, just didn't really care about him. And Marshawn Lynch was like, we could have been there much longer, had Russ just kind of put some of his ego to the side and, which I fully honestly.
I was surprised he said that though. I ain't gonna lie.
I wasn't just that surprised. Apparently, this always been a thing with Russell Wilson.
And it's funny. I just went on a rant literally 2 days ago about how Russ is being treated, but maybe this is karma for how he treated his teammates in Seattle. Who knows?
I do hope he falls back on his feet though, because he should be at least somewhere.
But any last thoughts on like this was all within the last 24 hours, by the way. So is there any last thoughts on all of that before we move on?
It's a new era.
It's a lot to take in. Pause.
Coach K gone, Belichick gone, Saban gone. Need some new coaches.
We need some more elite coaches.
I want to see who gonna be them.
We don't really know much life without Belichick or Saban coaching.
There are only a few like iconic coaches left in sports right now, college or pro.
In general, yeah, it's probably like a few.
I think Pop's still around. Greg Pop.
That man look like Jigsaw.
Yeah, Steve Kerr and Pop. I mean, those, Yeah,
Pop has been doing
I wouldn't give Kerr that, but y'all have fun.
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Pop has 5 rings, right?
If you count college, you can count UConn's women's basketball coach. He's still around.
Gino Ariema. I'm going Don Staley.
Oh, I don't even. You know what? I feel like he could just more
I'm going Don Staley.
Better, but I think as a coach, like who I want on the court coaching my team, yeah, I'm going Don Staley, 100%.
I actually believe Don Staley is the best coach in basketball as of right now.
Current
at any level,
better than Pop.
Hammond included, Pop included as well.
Yeah, there's an argument there. Absolutely.
Said that like that last part was saying something. What Pop does? He should be in the same boat as Belichick.
Pop need to be slapping people upside the head if y'all don't want to pass to the 8-footer you have cutting every play.
Yeah, Pop should step down like 5 years ago.
It's been time. This year kind of just proves it all to me that Pop needs to go. But
yeah, he's got to go.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I was surprised that the Patriots are going the route they are, because I'm like, well, damn, I'm looking over here in the other sport of a nigga who should have been gone based on what y'all saying, but they're letting him ride it out. Pause.
Pop got something to do.
But he's done for them, in the past
Pop
20.
has a 12-foot thing to do. Ain't nothing for Bill to do over there.
From a contract extension like last year,
like they might have had, if they had the number 1 pick and say take a Caleb Williams or something, like I could see Belichick be like, I at least want to see what this is about. But just looking at this roster, he's like, yeah, I'm good. Y'all be great.
I mean, it's not the defense though. He always has that defense on point. It's just the offense is always nasty. But ain't he the GM? So that's still to his,
Yeah.
Hey, give my dude 5 years to write his Hall of Fame speech out. And
from what I hear, like in the last few years, there's been some star receivers, running backs here and there that tried to come there, and he was like, "Nah, I'm cool." Like he doesn't pay nobody offensively. But then you let an old busted Zeke walk through the door. So who knows what, I don't think he really processed it that Brady is gone. There's no more mediocre offense, great defense. That's just not going to work no more. That's not going to work with Mac Jones and Zach.
Well, they won good year with Mac, right? They had 9 wins his first year.
Yeah, it worked that year, and what's happened since? I don't think he's gotten 9 wins since then.
Y'all got tape on the boy, and it ain't look quite the same.
Mac Jones sucks. I mean, if I'll be honest, if he were Bryce Young, if he were a black quarterback, they'd be crucifying him right now. But it's okay because he's Mac Jones. It's all right. You can be a bum for Mac Jones. It's fine.
Yeah, because he's gotten. I've never seen a quarterback get benched, start so many times in such a small tenure.
Old boy in the
name is escaping me from the Jets. His name is
Zach Wilson has something to talk about.
Zach Wilson, yes.
Zach Wilson. Even with Zach, that hasn't happened like that. Not like with Mac Jones.
He used to get benched with Mike White.
If Zach comes back in, it's because somebody got hurt. Mac is really getting benched with the same exact quarterback room. Nobody hurt, nothing, and then bring him back in. Nobody hurt, nothing. Like Zach's situation is different. That's because niggas keep getting hurt.
Zach Wilson is a remnant of how Patrick Mahomes has quietly sabotaged the rest of the NFL. You get any kid who throws a sidearm on his pro day, and all of a sudden, they are the second coming. I have no idea why Zach Wilson was the number 2 pick in the draft.
From BYU, it's just disgusting work too. You get a quarterback from BYU. Ugh. Crazy.
Y'all don't.
Honestly, I hate that. Like I've said in the past too, Zach Wilson is a backup everywhere he goes.
Justin Fields should be a Jet.
He should be.
There was absolutely no reason why. With no football games left to play, the season was over. There were no football games left to play. Somehow, the most athletic quarterback in the draft tanked his stock all the way down. There was no new film. Couldn't do bad couldn't go to a combine and do bad. You're the most athletic quarterback in the draft. And for some reason, the sweet life of Zach and Cody just invaded the New York Jets. And I never forgave them for it.
This nigga shit.
Free Sauce Gardner.
I won't even wait for that. I think they had like the number 1 rated defense this year, but the worst offense. Like that's
they had no reason to pick this young man except he should be playing someone shortstop. That's it.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but no, Zach. We've all seen how he plays. Like Zach Wilson is definitely 1,000% not the guy on the Jets nor anywhere else.
Facts.
Realistically, though, real quick, I want to ask everyone: how long do you give Zach Wilson before we finally stop hearing about him? Before he finally just doesn't go on? Before a team just doesn't get him?
When's his contract?
When his Rodgers comes back.
When it comes,
I think he'll be a solid.
So I'm talking like where you're not going to see. You know how when they become a free agent and then they end up not playing them,
like
no
15, like 15 years from now. Quarterbacks like that always get to just hang around, and then when somebody gets hurt 8-9 years from now, you be like, "Damn, that nigga's still in the league."
And then like Glennon played like 15 seasons in the NFL or something like that. So I mean,
and his contract. When's his contract up? Does anyone know?
He ain't going nowhere. Quarterbacks like that, they keep around.
On ESPN, so I mean, he has options.
All right, let's go. Let's go NBA. The breaking news within the last week: John Morant out for the season. Unfortunately,
damn.
Yeah, man.
One labrum.
It's been rocky. And then especially the way he came back, man, with that first game. That was like classic. That's gonna go down for the books, man. And
bro, in 9 games, he only played 9 games, and this man's averaging 25.1 points per game
with 8 assists.
8 assists and a 3.5 or a 3.6 in rebounds. 5.6 in rebounds.
Just looks so good with Bane.
He's really him though. He was reminding
in 9 games.
He was reminding all these Tyrese better and all these niggas that y'all done tried to put over him. He had to come remind y'all real quick before he went back in the shadows.
I might still want Tyrese.
Yeah, I
don't know about that.
Don't start with me, Shay.
Hey, I love Ja. Ja came back 9 games, was already more productive than the Detroit Pistons' entire season. Like, I don't know what criticism we could give Ja. What just didn't make sense to me was folks tried to make it look like anyone ever said Ja Morant was bad at basketball. I was like, no. We just said stop.
No, it was the
disrespect.
It was the disrespect, though, Chef. It was the disrespect while he was out of the how quick people forget that he's really him just because you ain't seen him in a while. That recency bias fit. Same thing they did to Steph when he was out that little year or two, and he had to come back and remind niggas like, hold up.
They said he was washed when Steph got like, come on.
I didn't hear washed, but there was
Clay was washed.
Lack of respect was like, when we were talking about the long range 3-point snipers, and his name was kind of not in it the same way as it was before. I was hearing Dame, Trae Young, and just it wasn't the same respect. Sheb, I could pull up the inside the NBA tape of them.
I'm over here like, which one of y'all was trying to get fired that bad? Talking about Steph Curry riff should be illegal in 12 states.
But yeah, unfortunately, Ja's out for the season. One of the most electrifying players we've ever seen. One of our greatest finishers in the game, man. And I'm just hoping that these injuries don't take too much of a toll on him, because I'm not gonna lie, the last few years it's been seeming like we've been, getting quite a bit of these. So my question for y'all before we get into our All-Star special, do y'all think with this core that Memphis has, maybe add or get rid of some pieces with the core that you see, the Jaren Jacksons and Desmond Baines and all of that, can they win the championship at some point? Y'all niggas need let me finish the effing question, bro. Y'all niggas.
They'll make the playoffs or something.
They're a wing away. They are like a high level, like all-star two-way wing away.
I don't know, because I don't know how Steven Adams is going to come back, and I feel like him being injured was like a big missing part of that Grizzlies offense. So I don't know.
They're a Jaylen Brown away from me.
Jaylen Brown.
We all lived through Rose and Wade. These guys that finish really well around the rim, that are really athletic side to side, not just vertically, they get hurt. We're talking about what but
hold on, but Wade got you 3 of them things out of his career though.
Yeah, with 2 of them with LeBron. So I mean, we're talking about a whole different core. You're talking about another star player coming.
Hold on. You saying that like Wade didn't hold his weight during that, sir?
No, but you're talking about with this core.
Wade won the 2006 final. It was him and Shaq.
Yeah, it's like, what about the first one?
Yeah, but he hadn't been hurt at that point yet. That's what I'm saying. He
had. He came into the draft after. That's why. We're talking
about torn. What did he tear his ACL? What did he do?
His knees was shot in college.
No. John Morant. Why is he out?
Torn labrum.
He had a shoulder, like a shoulder tear or something like that.
Labrum.
To be honest, the idea of building a championship team around an athletic point guard is a myth.
Yeah, it's crazy. So you're talking about the core they have right now: Desmond Bain, Jaren Jackson, Marcus Smart, Steven Adams comes back. We're talking about a whole different core that
I thought Brandon Clark was going to be a lot better than he's been as well.
For his Achilles though, so
he showed some promise that first year, and then he's just been
the idea that we've been living in like the point guard era for like the last 10 years of the NBA, it's been a lie. It's just been Steph. None of the other all-star point guards approached winning anything as the actual guy. Like you got Kyrie as a Robin and nobody else got close. Dame has never seen a finals. Chris Paul didn't see a finals until he was geriatric, and it was just him and Devin Booker, and everyone and their mama got injured that postseason. People will convince you that Russ is the reason his teams don't go to finals. It has just been Wardell with the nuclear wrist. That's it. It's no. You don't get a championship core when your absolute best player is a point guard since Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. They'd have to retool and find another star who can average 25 plus a game. We're talking about a guy who finishes around the rim and he just tore his shoulder.
He finishes around the rim.
That's his main ability. His ability is his ability to finish around the rim. Is that not true?
You're funny, JC.
No, I was calling for KD to go over there when he was a free agent a couple of years ago.
Yeah, Memphis is a crazy.
And I thought that would have been like the best fit. But
Kevin goes over there, and Josh stays healthy. They win now.
Say that again.
Yeah.
I said Kevin on that team, and Josh stays healthy. They win now.
But who do you lose in doing that? You know what I mean?
But why does it take something that extreme though? Chev, it ain't no other wing that can.
I went lower than Kevin Durant. I went Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown, yeah. They could win with a Jaylen Brown, but you're talking about.
I'm starting to wonder about Jaylen though. Can he be the best player on the championship team?
No. What you're saying?
So it would have to be Ja.
Player, right?
He can be a 2.
So that means Ja would have to really be who he's supposed to be. Then he has to really be that guy.
Yeah, but you'd imagine like Ja would be on a team with another 25-point per game scorer in Jalen, another like low 20 score in Desmond, and the defensive player of the year, borderline all-star center. Like either he's in or he's out, in or out.
How do they
Jaren
even have
Jackson Jr.
room to get one of these guys? And you just gave Desmond $200 million.
I don't mean to
I
cut you
don't
guys
think they
off.
will have room.
I don't mean to cut you guys off, but news just broke that Gerard Mayo is taking over as for Bill Belichick.
Let's use for the same
Linebacker
name.
Gerard Mayo?
Yeah.
I seen
All
that.
right.
I seen that a few hours ago that's who was in line to possibly fill those shoes. I mean, that's the safest thing. Have somebody that's already
Shut up,
in
my nigga Gucci.
It sounds like y'all saying Memphis ain't finna win split no time soon.
I don't believe that. I don't believe they are. No. They're gonna be a playoff team though. They're gonna be fun. It's a parade inside my city. Yeah.
So Ja's gonna have to sit through a rebuild at least once.
Probably
at least once.
Unless he doesn't leave.
Ja is gonna be a more exciting Dame. He gonna live Dame's life. He gonna make them a playoff team. It's gonna be real fun. He's gonna get close to the MVP. Might even win it one year.
You sound like you sound like you getting close to that recency bias stuff that I was talking about. Because I don't think you remember the Dame sophomore Dame against Houston.
What I say that Dame didn't do?
You said more exciting.
Yeah, you seen
Ja
said
play? As exciting. Dame was yinging niggas too.
Yeah, that is exciting.
Dame was yinging niggas too back then. And that like nigga hit you from the logo.
Yeah. Dame shooter. But this here? Come on. They're calling this like the Gen Z kids Allen Iverson. They're trying to, like, the media is trying to tell you every other day, yo, Ja Morant can be the face of the league. Like, come on now.
That's Kyrie.
I know that boy fun to watch.
Play.
How many games Kai missed this season? Why Kai catching strays? Like,
he just had like 30+ points the last like 3 or 4 games.
Kai been missing games. I thought Kai's been outside for the Mavericks.
Yeah, him and Doncic been hitting like 30+.
Shoot, spoiler alert, Luka will be starting in the All-Star game. Again.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Got the list in front of me. All-Star starter specials, the moment we all been waiting on. So we're gonna go West front court first. And we're gonna try to get as close to unanimous as possible. If we have to agree to disagree, we will, but I want to at least us to try to all agree as close to as possible.
It should be easy.
Okay, Joker. We're going to be unanimous. Now let's figure the next person out.
Jokic.
I said front court or back court?
You said front court.
Okay, my bad. Back court.
Oh, never mind.
And it's Gerber Kitch, by the way. It's Gerber Kitch.
Put some respect on that man's name. Real quick, before we get into that real quick, I just want to get something off my chest, JC. I didn't get to on the last show. I'm so sick and tired of hearing about how good that fraud Embiid is. Granted, he is in that regular season, but what the fuck does he do in the postseason?
He's having one of the best seasons a center has ever had. What is you talking about?
That's great, but what does he do in the postseason?
It ain't the postseason yet, nigga. So hold your horses and wait. Hold your effing horses and wait, nigga.
Tobias Harris, that's another one. He's having a terrific season. Him and Embiid are gonna fucking disappear again. That fraud.
If Embiid chokes in the playoffs this season, assuming he don't get hurt, because that's a possibility.
First round exit, maybe
if
second.
If Embiid chokes in the playoffs this season, then I'll start putting him in that Harden-esque level. Okay, I'm saying that, and that's my guy. But I'm gonna let him at least try this season first and see what happens.
How many years have you been letting him try?
Now, West backcourt. My bad, Chev. I did say front court.
I nominate Luka Doncic and SGA.
Seconded.
I believe I feel like we probably all agree with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that one's
saying. Shout out to Steph Curry. Shout out to Anthony Edwards, but it's Luka and SGA.
Yeah. Okay. But that was easy. Let's go front court. So our first name, and I'm not gonna lie, this might be the only one where, because what I want us to do is not go off of who we think is going to actually start, because I know the fans have 50% vote, and then it's 25-25. So I know there might be some people that get in because of that, like a Steph, for example. It's possible he steals a spot because of that. But but this is the only name where I ignored that and said I'm just gonna put him as a starter. So we're gonna start with Brian.
No, I mean he's the best small forward in the West. Point blank.
Hold on there, pal. There's a man named KD over there too right now.
There's a man named Kawhi Leonard over there as well. And he's been active this season.
Oh yeah, he's been. Mm-hmm.
And any thoughts on that, sir? Have you happened to catch any of them games?
Real
from
active.
The two we just mentioned.
Real
I
active.
don't think Kawhi Leonard's better than LeBron. Sorry, I just don't.
I think it's
I'm
okay with
argument. I'm okay with that. I was just like just the definitive. Like LeBron's like, whoa, slow down.
I definitely got KD over Brian right now, though. I'm rolling with that.
If Luka, so are y'all saying it's Joker, KD, LeBron? Does Anthony Davis not start?
No, hell no.
That's what I thought the controversial.
I got to talk to the Laker fan. Does Anthony Davis not start for you?
I had him here. I was gonna bring him up to y'all and see what y'all say.
Y'all ain't good enough to get two. I'll give you one.
You said what?
Anthony Davis.
I give you one starter. I give you one starter. Y'all don't get to be 19 and 19 and get two.
Yeah, you don't get to be mediocre and you get two all-star starters. No way.
It's funny because I got killed for that last year because I didn't want to put two Celtics as starters, but then I put two.
Y'all get to go 19 and 19 and take both of these spots.
But look, check this out. Hold on. F all that.
And on top of that, ever since.
Hold on. Let me talk to y'all real quick.
You know what?
Brian is going to be a starter. That's a fact. Silver himself. I don't care what them fans' results say. Brian is not going to not be a starter this season.
I thought you just said we shouldn't go who we think it is or who we think it should be.
No, we are. But I said Brian was the exception to that. I said
okay, all right.
Now,
make sure I got you.
Outside of that, who the F is playing better than AD right now?
Who's playing better than AD right now?
On the West, yeah.
Kawhi and Kevin.
Kawhi's playing better than Anthony Davis has been?
And has, yeah.
No, there's no way you've been watching Laker games and said that.
I've been watching Clipper games.
The man just dropped a 40 burger. What was it, last night? 2 nights ago? Have you seen his numbers this year?
Y'all won an in-season tournament, and both of them showed up. But then you tanked like about the month after that, and then recently picked back up.
Because the rest of the team show up, we penalizing AD? Because AD
the rest of the team has been the same bums from game 1 to game yesterday. Every time I talk to a Lakers fan, they say AD is what makes the difference, whether or not we get Anthony Davis. And y'all been getting Anthony Davis about enough to be 19 and 19, so he can be the first forward off the bench.
Yeah,
and
I'm not giving you 2 of them wrong. You have to figure out within yourself which one you want to pick, because you're not getting both of them starting.
And the Lakers have struggled since the in-season tournament. Fake shit.
I would love to hear the name. I would love to hear
the Suns 19 and 18.
Hold on,
and everybody on the Suns, not named Kevin Durant, was broken at some point.
I would love to hear the name y'all got starting over averaging 25, 12, and nearly 3 blocks a game. I want to hear who y'all
29,
have
6
starting
and
over
6,
that.
shooting
Yeah,
52,
29, 6 and 6.
47.
Here too, so like we can't
On a slightly better basketball team with injuries up and down it.
What injuries? Them niggas been playing this
Bradley
year.
Beal?
Are you talking about Phoenix?
I thought you talking about.
Yeah, they okay.
Kevin Durant need to be starting.
But AD probably played more games than KD this year. You talking about injuries?
KD has played 30 games.
Okay, how many AD played?
Let's take a look at it. 36? To still be 19 and 19?
36 games? I recall him missing more than that.
No, AD's played 36.
I want to
KD's
recount. I want to recount. Somebody skewing some shit.
And even LeBron said it a couple days ago. We suck right now.
So y'all are all in agreement. Y'all don't want two Lakers starting.
Absolutely not. I'll start Karl Anthony Towns just to reward them boys for winning before I start two Lakers.
Wow, that is very nasty work.
I got KD and AD as my forwards. So
you said who?
KD and AD.
KD and AD. So you didn't have you didn't have Bron, or you didn't have Gerber kids?
I didn't have LeBron.
Okay. I can live with that. I can live with LeBron.
I can see that. I mean, if it wasn't for politics, I know Bron probably wouldn't be starting.
25, 7, and 7.
AD would be the Laker.
That's solid.
25, 7, and 7 from LeBron. He's the best player on the Lakers. I mean,
so defense don't matter no more, Ray?
He plays good defense. He's 38. He can't focus on it.
There's no way you watch the Lakers.
I'm not saying he's better than AD.
There is no way possible.
He's not that bad.
Ray, there's no way possible you watched my team and just said what you just said, bro.
Well, I don't like watching.
I'm not talking about a player or two here and there who has consistently played defense.
Well,
Bron has played very little of it.
He's giving all of his effort right now as opposed to the playoffs.
I'm saying if you're going to be the All-Star selection, you should be rewarded for how much effort you give on defense.
But
I don't care on the scoreboard that he's 38. If you're 38, you can't play defense. Sit down.
Top 3 player
on the court.
Exactly.
You're on the court. Everybody on the court is supposed to defend.
Top 3 player ever.
We're gonna be like, all right. If Bron's guarding you, don't attack because he's 38. Like,
no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that doesn't. He's an all-star starter. Like
39.
He said.
I mean, because of votes, like LeBron James is going to be an all-star starter.
We know he's getting there. That's why I just said that. Like,
he's going to retire and still get some all-star starter votes. But if we're going to be fair, who it should be, top to bottom, SGA, Luka Doncic, Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Nikola Jokic.
Does anybody contest to what Shep just said?
That's my entire list for the West, so I'm 100% on with that.
I just don't think AD should be above LeBron.
Y'all don't get. He's the one. The Lakers don't get 2.
And what is it? Okay, what is it about Bron?
The defense. You talk me into picking AD.
If you're impacting this season, we're not talking about career-wise. This season, you're impacting far, far more on one side of the floor than the other person is, and offensively you've been arguably just as good. That doesn't matter?
It's not two sides.
What do you mean?
Offense is what you do without the ball. It's how you pass. It's how you run the offense. It's how you score. It's a multitude of things. He might be better at defense. That's one of like 5 or 6 skills you need. LeBron's a better leader. He's a better scorer all around on the floor. He runs the offense, which is arguably just as important as defense. Michael Cooper is maybe the best defensive guard ever. Michael Cooper might be the best defensive guard ever, but he's not as important as someone like George Gervin. That's just offense is way more important.
Okay, this is where I got to be like, this take is becoming disingenuous because we're acting like Anthony Davis isn't also an offensive all-star.
I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying the guy who runs the offense and is also scoring as many points per game.
I think this isn't Michael Cooper versus George Gervin. This is Gary Payton versus George Gervin. This is an elite defensive player who's also an offensive all-star versus someone who's just an offensive all-star.
Well, George Gervin's a better player than Gary Payton. It's not that. I mean, that's tangential. My point is that if you're running the offense and you're scoring as much per game, you're probably the better player. If you are commanding the team, you're the guy. He could leave and they would.
Here's the problem with that, Ray.
We could leave and the Lakers would suck with LeBron James. They did. We saw it.
Wait, he didn't play the whole season. What are you talking about?
Why did Anthony Davis
even when he did play? What was his record when they played? LeBron
James after they missed the playoffs already.
You mean when they had a bunch of kids on the team? What are we talking about?
Who you think they got now? The next best player is Austin Reeves. His beard don't connect neither. They still got kids. I don't know what you mean.
I'm just saying, Anthony Davis didn't do shit in
Cam Reddish. They don't
he didn't do shit in New Orleans. And he was better in
New Orleans. He didn't do
spit
in New Orleans? Is that what you just said?
Without Rondo,
if you don't win a championship, that means you ain't done spit.
Without Rondo, they made the All-Star votes. Without Rondo, they made it once.
You talking about a bunch of kids? Who the F did AD have over there? When AD walked in the door, they said our 1-2 punch for the future is going to be you and Austin Reeves. That's what we're banking on. What the F is we talking about right now?
I'm just saying, I think if you're running the offense and you're scoring as many points per game, you're the more important player.
If you take, I don't put LeBron James running the offense as so much more significant than Anthony Davis running the defense.
And still at least
they're the same value.
I'm outvoted.
Right. Here's the thing. Right? If you take AD off that team right now, LeBron is still doing all those same numbers and running offenses, all that you said, but they're not winning like this. That's that. Like you don't have if you don't have that defensive anchor like that.
What are we talking about winning?
You said what?
They're 18. If we took another power forward on that team who was decently good, you don't think they could be 18-18?
Like who, for example?
No, I don't.
Because there's not.
I'm just saying, I know we all know for a fact they're gears to LeBron James. We all know for a fact.
Okay, if you gonna turn them on. But if you're not, I'm not gonna just I know he can turn them on, because then we get to a point where LeBron can average 10 points a game and still be an all-star, still be all-NBA.
But he can
do better. He's just not.
Well, that's what happened in Cleveland. I mean, is that not what happened in Cleveland in his last year?
Cleveland is nearly a decade ago.
No, it was 5 years ago.
This is the All-Star game for 2024. This is
talking about 5 years ago. He looked like they weren't going to go to the finals, and then he beat everyone in the East.
But you got to realize, too, don't forget, that man, before winning that fourth ring, went 8 straight years and lost.
None of me is ever going to argue
one of the best teams
Anthony Davis is a better basketball player over his career than LeBron James. That'd be ridiculous. I wouldn't belong on this podcast if I tried to argue that with you. But is he doing more for the Lakers than him right now, 2024 and 3? Yes. Yes, he is.
All right. Well, I'm outvoted, obviously. So, I mean, it's like
I ain't gonna lie. It sounds like it's a little something there behind AD though. I ain't gonna.
No, I have nothing to get. I like AD.
Y'all
I'm just saying. I think
this
LeBron's better player
to show up this season, anchor the defense, and be consistent on offense. Y'all are getting 25 and 12 out of him, and he's in the defensive player of the year race, and he's played 36 games.
That should put him in there right there alone.
Just what you have.
He played how many games already? That's a mic
35
drop.
if we're counting.
So were your two?
If Ray wants to die on LeBron over AD Hill, I mean,
this ain't a good enough offense.
Obviously, you guys have all
running it.
decided AD is the guy.
I haven't. I don't know. You got
let AD get a couple for Victor Beard Connect, and it's over for y'all.
I just think it was the AD didn't do swit in New Orleans comment. That's the one that got me puzzled right now.
I was like, that ain't even fair.
I'm just saying,
that ain't even this season.
You could be a really great big man, but if you can't anchor an offense, it doesn't matter what you're going to do.
But what was the thing I'm saying is, what was he working with though? Once he got some guys, like, you see what he did.
I'm saying, what does it have to do with whether or not he should be an all-star starter this season here? Because if we're going, what did you do in your previous team? What did SGA do as a Clipper?
Yeah, but that's a different comparison. We're talking All NBA to he's still an All NBA player.
I am not about to get on this podcast and say there's been 3 front court players on the West who played better than Anthony Davis this season. I'm just not. I have not seen that.
With that said, it feels so weird even discussing whether or not 2 Lakers should be all-star starters, but it's just
but that is the Lakers.
Our record does not look like 2 starters for sure.
And it's because of so many technicalities, because if this weren't front court and I could get 3 guards, I'm taking Steph over. Or not even Steph. I'm taking De'Aaron Fox as a starter. I'm taking just pick a Clipper, just roll a, just spin a wheel, pick whichever one you want. I'm trying some way to get Anthony Edwards in the starting lineup.
We didn't take long on that. We gotta
just make it best 5.
That might have been the shortest topic we've had thus far yet in the past hour.
Look, I rock with you, Ant-Man, but SGA looks something different.
Yeah. I want Ant-Man to be a starter. When I first did my list, I was thinking AE should
Ant-Man play small forward for the next 3 weeks. And you starting, bro. Just put Ant-Man at the 3 for the next 3 weeks. I'm starting him.
Luka has already snatched a spot for probably at least the next.
Luka's supposed to be a small forward. He's 6'7". Luka need to be in that front court and stop taking up space.
Even if he was, though, he'd still be sitting there. You act like that would make a difference.
Then I get to argue about somebody who's a 1 seed instead of a 10, because I'll be talking about whether or not Ant-Man needs to be starting in here.
I feel you.
This feels nasty. This feels gross. What the East talk about, man? This feels gross. I'm trying to fight for 10 seeds to start in the All-Star game.
The East is definitely a conversation.
That's what happens when you go get 2 top 5 players on the same team.
And nothing else. Y'all got Cam Reddish really playing minutes on that team. I'm so angry at y'all for that.
Cam Reddish has been our best perimeter defender this season by far.
Cam Reddish ruined Trae Young's life. I don't want to hear nothing about Cam Reddish.
Why are you talking about old? See, that's what Ray was down with Ray. Now, why are you bringing up old Sweet?
Cam Reddish is the reason Trae Young still got to eat all them Luka Doncic jokes. If you was Paul George, like they said you was Paul George, that trade would have made a lot of sense.
I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm talking about what I see him doing in purple and gold.
Standing in the corner, shooting for Bron legacy, because every time he missed one, Bron get in trouble.
So we were pretty consensus on the West starters. Now, do y'all want to go? I'm gonna let y'all choose with this. Do y'all want to go reserves, or do y'all want to go to the East starters and then go to both of the reserves?
Go to reserves. We already kind of touched on it. I mean, who we would have.
Got you.
Leaving off. I mean,
all right. So, I'm pretty sure everybody would agree with this consensusly. We can go AE.
Yup.
Yeah.
Wait, how many spots?
Hey, once is day one. Easy.
We'll go. Okay, so
the other Laker.
Let me announce the
whoever the other Laker is.
The LeBron, I guess. LeBron.
Let me announce what how it goes. So it's going to be 3 guards, 2 front court, 2 wild card.
Okay.
So
wait, 2 guards and 3 front court?
No, 3 guards, 2 front, and 2 wild card.
Okay, all right.
That's going to round up our team. So everybody agrees with AE, correct?
Of course.
Word.
Everybody agrees with KD, correct? I'm trying to get the consensus out the way.
I mean, KD won the starter? I thought we had that.
Yep.
Oh, for sure.
Well, okay.
You really tried to slip that second?
Nah, because I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I remember hearing the list that Jay Will had in front of him. But also trying to remember the politics of the Bron thing. And there was just like
okay, he's probably gonna start, but he shouldn't. And Bron, if we ever get big enough for you to see this, bro, my fault, bro. I fought with you. You know what I'm saying? Top 3 all time, gang. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me get a Nike commercial.
So y'all just did all that debating for AD over Bron to leave AD in the reserves.
Oh no, I got AD starting. I'm thinking. I said
AD
the other
starting.
Laker,
I lost this.
Whatever Laker make you feel good, he gonna be reserved.
You just don't want both to play.
Yeah, whichever one you like. I'm picking Anthony Davis. If you want to pick LeBron, that's okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna just say instead of KD, I'm gonna say insert Laker here. Is that better?
Mm-hmm. Wait, no. KD's on the team.
No, I'm saying on the KD like a starter.
Whichever other Laker. If you're like us and say it's Anthony Davis who's going to start, then it's LeBron and vice versa.
Yeah. So instead of KD, I'll say insert Laker here. Do we all consensusly agree on that?
Yes.
On whoever that is.
Sure.
Okay.
That's cool.
Now, I'll try to go to another consensus. Kawhi.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kawhi got to start for me.
He's having a great year.
I mean, not start, but yeah.
Okay. Now, this is where we get into it. So, Steph.
Not before De'Aaron Fox.
That's what I was going to say next.
Yeah,
I got both of them. I didn't have one of them off.
They have to go.
Wait. We got three backcourts.
You got 3 guards.
Yeah, 3 backcourts, 2 front court, and then 2 wild cards.
So Edwards, De'Aaron Fox, Steph Curry.
Those are the guards that I picked. Do y'all agree to those, or is there any contest to?
What other guards? Like, what even?
I mean, Kyrie Irving hasn't made it yet. Jamal Murray hasn't made it yet, but we've got wild card spots. You'll be all right.
Well, Kyrie been hurt, right?
Wait, you're above Devin Booker? You're gonna say those names before?
I didn't say that.
Correct.
I don't got Kyrie here.
You're correct. I forgot D-Book. You're right.
You know what's crazy?
Devin Book has to
D-Book in here.
You know what's crazy though? Like looking at the All-Star votes, Devin Booker, he's not even top 10 in votes for guards this year, which is crazy.
Y'all ain't paying the boy no mind.
They got Austin Reeves.
Hey, they got Austin Reeves. They got Austin Reeves top 10 over Devin Booker.
That was crazy, bro. I was like, wait, where's Devin Booker?
Austin Reeves over Booker might be why Chev is so irritated that we arguing 2 Lakers and the starting line.
Because you're trying to get 3. You're trying to be sneaky. I don't like that shit.
So if it was up to the fans, they feel like there should potentially be 3 Lakers starting. So shout out whoever was that Silver who changed the format? Silver changed the format, right? I think so. But all right, so for the guards, AE Fox Steph, y'all agreed to that. For the 2 front court, insert Kawhi. Laker here and Kawhi.
And yeah.
And then now we got the wild cards. So for the wild cards, I put Devin Booker and Sabonis.
3 what?
I'm taking that one, JC. I like
once JC, you're right.
Give me Book. Easy, I gotta do.
Does anybody contest to those before we get into the honorable mentions and y'all start hearing other names?
How many wild cards? How many wild cards are there? There are 2?
2.
There are 2 wild cards?
And I said Booker and Sabonis.
I
feel like you have to put Sabonis.
I'm a edge Sabonis because off the top of my head, I was thinking of Zion.
If we going off of niggas, like, come on now, bro. We going off of impactful players on winning teams.
Because there is Paul George. Paul George exists.
Okay.
I'm putting PG over Sabonis this season.
I agree with you. What about Cat?
What about Cat? They've been winning a lot.
What about Cat?
Winning a lot.
What about Cat?
They've been winning a lot, sir.
I have Sabonis. I'd pick Sabonis personally.
That bum can sit where he at.
All right, I think Karl Anthony Towns been having a really good year. I don't know about bum, JC.
This is where it gets tricky, right?
Cat is having a cool year. He's not playing better than Sabonis.
If we're gonna say that the T-Wolves are the number 1 seed, which we have to because they are, and yet there's only 1 All-Star, you think Ant-Man should be getting a little more credit here?
You really would. But I just can't put him over.
Unless you telling me everybody else on the team is just like a B+, and it's just that.
I mean, who would
But
you pick?
Sabonis is cool with me. I was like, all right, I'm going to consider PG. I'm going to consider Zion, but Sabonis is cool with me. That's fine. I like rebounders. I
And
think
I
we don't
had
give
Cat
rebounders
as an
enough credit
honorable
anymore.
mention. I didn't forget about it completely. The bum is here. Just for the record, one of the last times I called Cat a bum on this platform, he scored 60 that same night. So if Minnesota plays tonight, make sure y'all might want to take the
Cat
over.
on my parlay. Hold on. What's the over on Cat right now? let me get Bull.
Bro, I totally forgot about that. You came on the show and you're like, this man just dropped 60 points last night.
And I just called him a bum that same day.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Look, bro, when this episode drops,
it's like these niggas be watching the show
put
from
the
earnings.
over on Cat immediately.
Yeah,
I don't care what it is. Put the over on Cat.
Oh, I don't know about all that. I don't know if I'm gonna put Carl Anthony Towns on my parlay, but you do.
No, I heard Cat be selling niggas on the tickets.
If this man even gets 50, I'm gonna be like, bro, he was that close. I'm gonna come right back to pause. I'm gonna be right back here and watch this episode and be like, damn.
Crazy word.
All right, so let's wait, hold on. So I just want to make sure, and the reason I keep asking because I don't want to look like I'm bumping over nobody. Did everybody agree with the West Reserve consensusly of what I had down?
Word.
Oh yeah.
As of right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go honorable mentions.
Wait, when is All-Star Weekend?
February.
It's like Valentine's weekend usually, somewhere around there. Right after the Super Bowl. So we got PG-13, correct?
Honorable. Word.
Ingram, honorable mention.
Yeah.
All right, in the wrong BI.
Zion, honorable mention.
Honorable mention. I almost want to dishonorable mention you because, boy, if I turn on my TV one more time and see people say that you don't run suicides again, I'm going to buy a ticket to a Pelicans game just to throw something at you because I ain't never seen, maybe since like Kyler Murray had the you got to watch film clause in your contract, and we won like this consensus on calling a player lazy. I'm like, damn, Zion, what you be doing?
That's crazy. I forgot about that thing too. That's crazy.
Cat, honorable mention.
Word.
Yeah, sure.
Rudy as well.
Hell no.
Honorable mention? You don't even get on the team. That's not even an accolade.
That is nasty.
Y'all don't like defense? We talked all this about AD's defense and winning and impact.
Yeah, but when that's all you do,
he could be the last.
Yeah, he's not a good defender.
Ben Wallace made the Hall of Fame off this. Dennis Rodman made the Hall of Fame off this.
And he shouldn't have.
It can be all you do.
Not be in the Hall of Fame. That was a terrible example.
We let dudes who won't do nothing but get buckets go.
Who shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame?
Like who?
George Gervin. George will tell you George ain't do nothing but get buckets. Not a damn thing. I'm a Knicks fan. Bernard King ain't do nothing but get buckets.
That's before my time. I ain't gonna speak on that.
I don't know about that one, JC, but
what? Ben Wallace in the Hall of Fame?
You said
Big Ben.
Ben shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. You don't think so?
One Ben like a 4-time defensive player of the year, about 4 times.
Like
with a chip.
I don't know about that.
Can you tell the story of the NBA's history without Ben Wallace and the Pistons? No.
The Lakers would have won one more?
You'd have to skip a year.
But... You'd have to skip a year. That's right. There you go. That's it. That's the question.
Oh, no, JC. You kind of tripping on that one. You might have to defend yourself for a second.
The committee, that's what they look at. Can you tell the story?
The Big Ben slander will not be tolerated.
Yeah, don't talk
shit. It will be from a still hurt Laker fan for 20 years.
That's great.
You know what I'm saying? Big Ben nearly destroyed the Indiana Pacers. The entire Malice in the Palace happened solely because Ron Artest ain't won none of those problems. You were willing to hit. You were willing to swing on anybody else in that stadium.
So the Piece of Spit fans had nothing to do with that.
we got to think about it. Why was Ron laying right there? Because Ben was standing up.
Down.
The person Ben calming down from what? Where you coming down from? Where you coming down from?
A scuffle.
The dude on the court pushed you. Why you ain't go mess with the dude on the court?
He said a scuffle. A scuffle. That's it. There you go.
That's what it started as.
It turned into some other thing.
He said that's what it started as.
With what?
Yeah, if y'all go watch the tape, what happened wasn't really that big of a deal. It was something that happens all the time. And it turned up. Sanguine, honorable mention.
Yes. If centers were a position, he would probably be on the team.
So I say Rudy Gobert, and it's like, oh, that's nasty. But Alfred Sanguine
been playing better than Gobert. What we talking about? What we talking about, Shad? Are you going off of the flashy name right now?
What it sounds like to me, I don't know.
Rudy Gobert, a flashy name? The COVID spreader is a flashy name?
I mean, he's more of a flashy name than him, though. I mean,
y'all just like scores, man. That's it, man. You know what I'm saying? He dropping 25 and they losing by 26, bro. I don't know what you want.
That's a fact. I got Mike Lowry. I'm talking about McCartney. Marking it.
Oh, I thought you was talking about Kyle Lowry. I was about to say.
Oh, Lord. Brother Lowry.
Right. Lowry.
That's
Lowry
cool.
Honorable mention.
That's cool.
I'm saying Laurie Markkanen. Pretty Lori what they call him. I understand.
It's Lowry.
Former Bulls legend.
And we can't get an honorable mention for Byree? I'm offended.
I thought he missed too many games.
How many games did he play?
He played 22 of them. They won 22 of them. They lost the other ones.
All these niggas done played at least 27, 28 that we didn't mention.
Kyle played 22 games. The Mavs are 22 and 16. Kawinky Dink? I think not.
And the last but not least honorable mention, Desmond Bain.
No, that's the least.
It's the least. I'll low-key want to honorable mention Jamal Murray before I do that.
Yeah,
what's his number?
In games played?
Yeah.
25. He almost hit the mark. It's crazy how this is the era we live in. Like that's the go-to stat. Like how many games you?
Yeah,
right.
I know. Qualify?
That explains why they got all these new rules that they got. You got to play this many games to get your money now.
Stop playing kids 200 AAU games a year, and we'll be all right.
Preach.
What the hell am I like guarding an NBA prospect at 7:00 in the morning? That's just stupid.
So it sounds like other than the KD, AD, Bron thing that we was trying to figure out, seems like we pretty much, that went pretty smooth. I would say. Mm-hmm. Other than Chef trying to bring in Gobert for some strange reason.
To the honorable mention, you don't get a jacket for that. You don't. Write it down.
What would you say? What would you say if I said Austin Reeves honorable mention? Would you just leave it alone and be like, "Oh, it's just honorable"?
It'd be dishonorable. That's what it be. I'm saying I like to reward winning games,
not losing.
I feel you. I hear you on that, but we got to slow our road on that too. Sometimes.
What are you guys? 10th, 11th place in the Western Conference.
Folks said slow your roll. I said honorable mention, y'all. He's not getting invited. He's not gonna be there.
But like I said, if I name somebody that was an honorable mention,
he's gonna run his name on the screen at the bottom. Like,
let's go to the East Coast.
The defensive player of the year leader can get an honorable mention.
Nigga, that was like 10 years ago.
No, he probably gonna win it this year too. I'll be honest with you.
He definitely a contender. I ain't gonna lie for it. He definitely.
They're not giving Gobert another defensive player of the year. He robbed Draymond for one of them splits. I know Dre's not a heavy household favorite right now, but
I don't got no issue with Dre. What issue y'all got with Dre? Dre been messing with y'all? I'm chilling.
What if I would have said Draymond honorable mention? Would you have just let me say that and move on?
Nah, because what he do this season besides swing, like all my nigga did this year was scrap. Like, and the Warriors aren't winning.
Chest.
I think you forget this. Is why I'm saying the Timberwolves have been winning, so I'm trying to reward that.
So just being on the winning roster is enough. That's it.
Bro, he been stomping on people's chests.
Good reason for why.
Amo Green is crazy though.
Let's honorable mention Mike Conley then, since we just
you might have sold me like Jaren Jackson for you sold me Draymond this year, even barely. You could have tried Michael Porter Jr. or something like Draymond ain't done nothing but fight all year.
He's not lying.
That's all he's done.
He's not lying.
Shit is hitting the fan. Clay look washed. Steph missing threes. Draymond just beating people.
Andrew Wiggins is Andrew Wiggins. Like
if Draymond does one more thing, do y'all think he's out the league?
No, he might be out the season. His season might be closed, but like the league,
the players could definitely probably get rid of him. Well, I don't even know who could.
The players ain't gonna do it.
They're not gonna do that. They don't want to do
that. If they didn't get rid of him for how he did Poole, what the F make you think?
I mean, they were never gonna do that. If that video don't drop, he's not even in trouble.
He didn't get in trouble anyway. And it did drop.
And if we fast forward and look at where Jordan Poole is now, I'm not saying it didn't make sense to hit him in the face. I see how you got there. Like
he ain't been right since that punch.
That broke the Warriors.
I can't believe we was calling
or
him
his jaw.
We were really calling him Baby Steph though.
Who is we?
Who is
I ain't going to no pool parties. I can't swim.
All right, y'all ready for the East?
Yeah, don't tell me no more about this soft top.
This one might be a little more complex. But let's get into it nonetheless. So for backcourt, I had Donovan Mitchell and Halliburton.
Ooh.
Is there any contestant to that?
I disagree.
Halliburton and Maxey.
Halliburton and Brunson.
Oh my God.
I'd like to throw
this might be the most complex one yet.
I played AAU basketball middle school with Jalen Brunson.
I went to elementary school.
I will absolutely take Brunson.
In the starter?
Why not?
I'm not mad at Brunson.
Come on.
I will take Halliburton and Brunson. I'll take it.
For the city. How y'all get two, but we don't get one, wrong? Since it's
just
big market bias out here. How y'all get two and we don't get one? We 22 and 15. I'm just
Are y'all doing better than Cleveland?
We the same. They're also 22 and 15.
I think the Knicks are higher.
What we talking about?
Dealt with them. And we dealt with them boys in the playoffs. They don't
what the F do that got to do with right now?
That's the last chance. And we got the tiebreaker. I'm saying we beat them. Mm-hmm. That's right.
Dre, what you got?
Dre, what you think, man?
Honestly,
I'm about to get it.
I need a break from the Knicks fan real quick. What we talking about?
I'm sorry, bro, but as far as I have it, I do have Brunson, and I have look at the season Brunson's having. Not just this season, but even towards that, last year too. He's having a good year, man. So I'm definitely throwing Brunson on that list. And,
are y'all just started seeing Donovan Mitchell or something?
Jalen Brunson has played. Jalen Brunson has played 37
just want to see
games.
Some new blood and randomly.
Jalen Brunson has played 37 games, and Donovan Mitchell has played 27.
How many games Brunson played?
37 games.
Oh, he ain't missed a game.
Dono played 27.
I will give Brunson the edge. Y'all won me over.
For the tape, baby.
Unfortunately. Even though I did not want to Nick in the starting lineup.
I'm really.
But I will switch this right now. I'm gonna be fair because I said unanimous. Oh my gosh, this looks so nasty.
Goodness. Let's go. I knew I was going to have to fight for that one.
He was ready for that one.
He's got notes. He's got notes.
I thought it was gonna be Dame. I was like, hey, it's somebody I'm gonna have to fight off.
Yeah, I thought somebody was gonna say Dame. Yeah, I'm glad nobody said Dame. Cool.
Nah,
y'all may hate my
come on now, bro. I'm one of the few NBA fans who actually watches basketball during NFL season. So no, I was not gonna say that. So we got Jalen Brunson and Halliburton. We all agree on that, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I like how nobody
likes. It's funny how y'all agree on the nigga. It's funny how y'all all agree on the nigga that's losing for this backcourt. That's funny, but we'll
who losing?
We'll move on. I digress.
Who losing? Who losing? They 22-15 as well. Who losing?
Why I thought I seen them niggas like 10, 11 seed?
Because you stopped watching after the in-season tournament. Apparently, I don't know who.
that was the Lakers tournament.
That's the chip.
I was about to say they're winning right now. They're doing their thing. It's the Lakers that you are.
I did see them just beat Milwaukee twice in a row though, convincingly. I did see that.
Y'all got Giannis in the media trying to explain, like, look, sometimes people they beat you 4 times in a row, and you still see them at the end of this.
All right. Speaking of Giannis, let's go front court. I don't think this one should be that hard though.
Giannis beat Tatum.
Yeah, easy.
Okay. Easy. We're done here.
If the footage wasn't erased, I did pick Jason Tatum to win MVP before the season started, and I feel good about my chances.
I mean, I picked Shy, and I'm looking good too.
Oh, I'd pick Shy if the season ended today, but I don't think it's going to end today. And at the end, when the Celtics win about 60 of these games.
All right, so let's go reserves. We got. I put Dame first.
Okay.
All right, let me just get y'all the guard. I'm gonna get y'all the guards that I picked.
You took Donovan off your list, so he's not first.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh well, my bad. Well, let me go. I'm gonna just go name all 3 guards that I got first. I'm not gonna name the wild card guard I picked. So Dame, Maxey, Donovan Mitchell. Do we agree on that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why you got anybody else?
What's the hesitancy?
No.
Wait,
the third
Trae
guy.
Young?
Hold on. I was about to say Trae Young can be my wild card.
That was the wild card.
Trae Young could be my wild card.
That was the wild card I had. I had Trae as the wild card.
Because you're not gonna average 27 and 11 and not be somebody all-star somewhere. I don't give a damn. Y'all go 0-8, 0-82.
All right. As long as he's a wild card, I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Trae guy by any means, but the disrespect that he's been getting this season is alarming.
Careful,
to say the least.
Y'all, man.
But yeah, I got Trae. So Trae is the wild card. It sounds like so far we agree with that. But I'm gonna go front court. Ben Carroll, Scotty Barnes.
Whoa, over Brown or Butler?
Jalen was my other wild card.
Or Bam.
Jalen Brown was the other wild card.
Jalen Brown, Jimmy Butler, Bam.
I forgot we had a Boston fan on here. There's no way he was going to let me get away with that.
Well, no. I mean, the Raptors have 14. They're 14th in the East, right?
Say that again.
The Raptors are like 14th.
The Raptors are getting blown up. Like, they're exploding. Like,
and you have Scotty Barnes on that list.
And you said Scotty Barnes.
Okay, hold on. Can I
offer you a Julius Randle, sir?
Julius Randle over Ben Carroll.
Damn, stop the press. Sheesh. Okay. I have for the guards, Dame, Maxey, Mitchell. For the front court, Ben Carroll, Scotty Barnes, and for the wild card spots, Trae Young, Jalen Brown. Is there anybody on that list I just named who y'all feel should not be on the reserves list?
Barnes.
Scotty. Why is Scotty here? I don't know how
Scotty got here. We're taking Scotty off.
Is this a printing error? I don't think Paolo should be here. Neither.
Yeah, I don't think. I think you have to have Bam and Brown or Bam and Butler or some. I mean,
how many games did Bam play?
Isn't he the leader in the Defensive Player of the Year voting right now?
I said, how many games did he play?
27.
Damn, how'd you get that up so quick?
And
Well,
Orlando,
team,
wait, y'all said that like
how many
Orlando's
games
losing or
played.
something. Y'all know they're 8 seed right now, right?
Yeah, but the people we're mentioning are like 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, the Heat are like the 6th seed, right?
The Heat are the 7th.
7th seed. Okay.
What is Bam averaging right now? Let me see.
I'm going to go Brown, Randall.
We are not putting 2 Knicks in the All-Star game, Chef.
We tried to put 2 Lakers, and I'm 25 and 10 ain't good enough?
Almost 3 Lakers. But
25 and 10 on a 5 seed?
Okay, so Bam is averaging 22, 10, and 4.
And played 27 games.
27 games. So let's go Ben Carroll.
Come on.
23, 7, and 5.
Don't leave Julius out of here. Be fair.
You said what?
Let me get them Randall stats, man. You doing the books right now? Let me see him. Let me see him. I want to hear some.
I'd put Porzingis over Banchero.
That's just you being a Celtics fan now.
Nah, he's averaging 20 points
having
with
a
Brown
good
and
year.
Tatum on the same team. I mean, that's crazy.
What y'all got against my boy Paolo? Like, damn, Orlando can't get one.
You ain't reading them
18?
Julius numbers. It's gonna make sense in a second. Just give me a second.
You said who?
1 second. I said I'm picking Julius Randle over Paolo Banchero. I really am. Straight face.
Why are you trying to give the Knicks 2 players?
You just ran the numbers
for in
2
playoffs
players,
right now,
but you refuse to run the numbers you see for Randle.
I agreed to take a Laker out the starting lineup though,
because y'all were at 19 and 19. We're not.
Yeah,
and they both hold on.
We are not.
Hold on.
We are not that.
We're not gonna act like the Laker players we was talking about numbers ain't way better than the niggas that you talking about.
How about you read the numbers and we find out?
You said what?
What was it like?
Let's read the numbers and find out.
Something like that.
All right, Julius Randle has played 37 games. He's averaging 24.2 points, 9.3 rebounds, 4.8 assists for a 22 and 15 team that is currently the 5th seed in the Eastern Conference. Find that out there.
Damn.
These niggas want a Knicks starter, and a Knicks reserve, but we ain't gonna.
But that's not all-star.
We ain't gonna reward none of the other playoff teams. That's what we saying.
The Celtics have a starter. The Bucks have a starter. The Sixers have a starter. The Pacers have a starter. The only 4 teams ahead of us all have a starter. I don't know what you mean, sir. The Celtics also have a reserve.
I'm talking about the team, not the starter. I'm talking about the whole team.
We are rewarding.
Why do y'all get 2
also
and these other niggas don't get 1?
What other Pacer do you want on the All-Star team?
I'm not talking about the
other Pacer? You said rewarding the teams, right? So I'm rewarding the teams that are
Orlando.
Orlando got on. You're 8th. That's play-in, baby. This 2024.
So you get 2 niggas because you a 5 seed over the 8 seed.
The Celtics have 2 niggas. The Bucks have 2
Celtics
niggas.
have the number 1 record in the league, sir.
Yes. If all the teams above us have 2 niggas except the Pacers, because there's no Pacer you seem to want to tell me that should be here. Why are you
still talking about the Pacers? We talking about playoffs, period. It don't have to just be above teams. The Knicks.
Which Cavs do you want besides Donovan Mitchell? You want Darius Garland?
I want Ben Carroll.
We talking about playoff teams. You're the 8th seed. You lose 1 game. You sitting at home too.
You lose 2 games and you probably in the play-in right now. That's what is tight right now.
Exactly. We got to lose 2 games.
What we talking about?
We haven't yet. You said rewarding playoff teams like we're not also a playoff team.
Yeah, but that don't mean put all the Knicks up in there because you made a 5 seed.
If I just showed you 3 other teams that also have 2 All-Stars, 2 of them isn't unprecedented. And 24, 9, and
only one
4.
team. Only one team. Oh, wait, the Sixers got.
Is it good enough to mean All-Star? The Celtics, because we said Tatum and Brown. The Bucks, because we said Giannis and Dame. The Sixers, because we said Embiid and Maxey.
And all them niggas is better than your players.
I asked you for a Pacer, and you got none. And that's why we're not arguing about them. I'm saying who left deserves it more than Julius Randle. Paolo Banchero does not. Scotty Barnes definitely did not. You said Scotty. That is some nasty work. You said Scotty Barnes in here. It's your big age. Like, I get in trouble with Rudy Gobert being an honorable mention, and you gonna bring me Scotty Barnes. They blowing that whole squad up, and Scotty Barnes ain't stopping nothing.
I need to see something.
I can't even guarantee you Scotty Barnes is the best Raptor right now. Pascal ain't going nowhere.
I that's arguable, but I take him over Siakam.
Y'all be pissed off if I said DeRozan over Scotty, though, right? Yeah.
Apparently.
I wanted to throw in DeRozan.
I don't know how the hell Scotty Barnes made this team.
I wanted to throw in
DeRozan
somewhere so bad, bro. But I was thinking, like, yeah, the Bulls like 11, 12 seed. Let me hold on for the reserve.
Like, you went to Montverde or something? Like, how you get Scotty Barnes? Like, I just want to know what math you did. Like, come up with this man.
Let's see. I think y'all, like I said, the two All-Stars didn't sit right with me with y'all niggas.
Hating.
I think that was the biggest thing.
Hating.
But let's see. I'm finna pull up. I'm finna pull up standings right now. So the Raptors is a 12 seed.
Mm-hmm.
And
they are 15-23.
They are. But how come you going so hard on that with record, but Orlando only a game behind y'all, and you laughing at Paolo
because we're only a game behind the Sixers, and you acted like it was a crime for us to have two All-Stars. And the boy averaging 24, 9, and 4.
I want all the non-Knicks fans
and
to think about
37 games.
I'm trying to recruit right now. I need all the non-Knicks fans.
I met the criteria, but I wasn't selected.
How many people agree with Banchero and Brown?
Say that again.
How many people agree with Banchero and Brown?
That's like a Congress bill. Like, I got to sign off for both.
Hold on, real quick, Ray. I want all the non-Knicks fans to think about how annoying Knicks fans are going to be on social media if we put two Knicks in the All-Star game.
But I mean, if two Knicks,
I just want y'all to think about that for a second before we do this.
The spike.
Now, if we could throw bias in there would be no Knicks players.
That's
what I'm talking about, Jay.
I'm sorry, but Julius Randle, really?
That's because I'll have Kobe White as a starter right now.
I noticed I started with no Nick.
You see what they trying to do to stop us? You see what they trying to do?
Julius Randle really?
It's funny you this excited, but you're gonna be have a torch for Julius Randle when playoffs start.
That'll be then. This now though.
You're gonna look back at this and be mad as hell you was defending.
Orlando made the playoffs last year. I don't remember. Orlando made the playoffs. Did Toronto? All right.
I don't think so. I don't remember. I don't.
All right. I'm just saying. All right. Yeah, it's cool.
This nigga funny though. He said, "What math did you do?"
Get Scotty Barnes on this team. You ain't trying to me.
Barnes is having a career year.
Yeah, then they suck.
And it's been the third year in a career. Like, it ain't been long. You ain't even try to give me Mikal Bridges enough, and you just went straight to Scotty Barnes, like, with your chest. And like somebody said, DeMar DeRozan, you skipped quite a few folk to get to Scotty Barnes. I just need to know how this happened. You owe him money or something?
Hey, look.
Blink twice if you okay.
Look, let's say Barnes is gone. I'm deleting it. Okay, it's gone. He's gone.
Yeah.
We need another front court.
Happy for you.
I don't want to hear Scotty Barnes the rest of this episode.
Man, what's your Addy, man? I gotta send you that City Edition Scotty, man.
I was just happy that Scotty finally finding his own. They do not have a good team. You're correct, Ray. But he seemed like he's coming into his own finally. He disappointed with the sophomore slump. Okay, so is Ben Carroll an all-star? Looks like this is where we are.
How many spots we got left?
Who else is in that conversation though with him is the real question.
Okay, so we got this. I'll give you the honorable mentions. He talking about I didn't bring up Bridges. Bridges was in my honorable mentions, but that's not the first name though. I had Julius Randle, Siakam, Mikal Bridges, Bam, and Wagner.
Where the hell is DeRozan?
Did DeRozan make your reserves? Is that what you're trying to say?
I did not have DeRozan's name down.
So your reserves.
I'm gonna tell you why.
No Scotty.
I'm gonna tell you why. Maybe on this part, I may have missed my due diligence, but I just for some reason felt like DeRozan had missed a good amount of games.
No, he got 37 games. I just checked. I'm pretty sure
37. He ain't paying
so
attention.
okay, maybe I got him mixed
37.
up. Maybe I got him mixed up with Zach LaVine.
Yeah, Zach LaVine. Now he's been out for quite some time. And
the Celtics are getting smacked.
Front court. I will hear
and
Jimmy.
Y'all are a playing team right now.
Oh, talking about the Bulls?
DeRozan is definitely an honorable.
Y'all can discuss Jimmy, Jalen, DeMar, Bam, Julius. These the five I'm willing to discuss for these reserves for the front court. I will hear no other okay, and Ben Carroll.
Hold on, real quick.
I will not hear no other nonsense.
Real quick. Let's see if we all agree on this. Do we all agree that Jaylen Brown is an all-star?
Yes.
Okay, so we got Jaylen in.
Yep.
The guards and the wild card for that, we agreed on all of those names, right?
We agreed on
Dame, Maxey, Mitchell, Trae Young.
Yeah, we're.
Okay. So now we're trying to fill in the last two spots with with the names that Chev mentioned. So we need two front courts out of Ben Carroll, Randall, Siakam, and Bam. It seems like, right?
Mm-hmm.
So who contests? Let me ask you this: who contests the Julius Randle? Other than me.
Damn so.
Well, Dre said he thought Julius Randle was silly, right?
Yeah, I'm a little shaky on that one.
I'm with you.
I think it's Bam.
Bro, but it's just a JC. And this is not me hating either, but how many times do we have to see this? There's years there where he's good, there's years where he's down. There's just no consistency in his game.
That don't matter.
Facts.
We can say that about nearly every all-star reserve. It's why they're reserves and not starters.
That's big cap. Donovan Mitchell not consistent?
No.
On what planet?
Wait. So
On
we did
planet?
all this talk about what people do in the playoffs. Oh, Joel Embiid's going to be a playoff fraud. You're going to be mad at Julius Randle in the playoffs. What Donovan do in the playoffs?
Mitchell was by himself last year.
He lost to us.
They all abandoned him. Darius Garland abandoned that man. Jared Allen abandoned that man. Mobley wasn't ready. What we talking about?
The Heat went all the way to the finals.
Did he not come out the gate and drop like 50 on
everybody
y'all
went
head?
shaky in the playoffs.
Did he not come out the gate last year and drop 50 on y'all head?
He dropped 50? He dropped 50 on her? I don't really keep up with stats of people we eliminate. So did he drop 50? I ain't. You gonna have to tell me. I don't count them no more. I look at that number up there and then be like, all right, cool.
That was the one game they won.
Oh, they won one? Oof. It's gross. Gross.
I ain't gonna lie, that hurt my heart when the Knicks beat Cleveland because I had high hopes for them last year.
I nominate Julius and Bam. I'm a reward Defensive Player of the Year swag.
So not Brown.
Oh, I thought we had 3.
I'm taking Ben Carroll over Julius Randle. No, we need 2 front court.
I gotta go Julius Randle.
We all agreed on Jaylen Brown, right?
Then I'm going.
I got you. So I see what you. Okay, so we got 2 more.
Yeah, we got 2 more front court.
Yeah, I got you. Ben Carroll and Bam.
Anybody contest with Ben Carroll?
I just want to know why Ben Carroll's going over Julius Randle. I just want to know why. That's not about. If you can do it without saying the word Knicks, I'll send you some bread right now.
He got a point.
Oh wait,
I won't say the word he just said. I don't agree with y'all.
Lower numbers, worst record, same games.
I don't agree with y'all getting 2 All-Stars and this man dragged the poverty Orlando Magic to an 8 seed.
We're not a poverty franchise.
Y'all made playoffs last year and won a series.
Because of who? Jalen Brunson and
Brunson.
And
what you mean? That nigga ain't do shit before Brunson.
He's been here for
Hold on.
He really did. He was an all-star starter before Brunson. Back when Brunson was on the Mavericks and he was getting
all-star
most
what?
Improved votes.
All-star what?
Julius was an all-star. Yo,
all-star what?
Yo, free my boy.
What he start?
He may not have started, but he was an all-star.
To JC's point, Magic and Heat tied 21 wins for the 8th and 7th seed. So of all those 8 teams, or the 7 teams above them, they all have an all-star other than the Magic.
Man, talk your spit, Ray. Pop your spit. Pop your mother effing spit.
They all have one
all-star except the Magic.
He talking about winning, but trying to leave Paolo out.
We talking about you didn't win more. You don't get that. Because all them teams above them, yeah, one of them is a 5. We talking about players for the 5.
Out of all the teams, we've named an all-star for every last one of them. But then we gonna leave Orlando out, but give y'all niggas.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with that. That's fine with me.
Of course you would.
Sure. Because every team with a record that is better than 21 and that is better than 22-15 has 2. So why are we acting like 2 is this unprecedented number? Why are we acting like 2 is this wild number? The Celtics got 2, the Bucks got 2, the Sixers got 2. They have one more win than us. They have one more. They have 23 wins. The Sixers have 23 wins. No one better than us.
You act like we gave Cleveland 2 or something like that.
You only have one more win than the Magic, though. That means you're a win away from.
Who you want on Cleveland? Look at the team. Who you want?
So hold on. So if I say hold on. So if I say Jared Allen an all-star, you'd be okay with that, but I can't say Paolo. Is that what you're saying?
Does Jared Allen's numbers put him in the conversation?
Randall's as good as Ben Carroll. I mean, that's.
If Paolo doesn't have better numbers than Julius Randle, because he doesn't, and he's not on a better team than Julius Randle, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? He got better.
Everybody can't go, shit.
I'm going Ben Carroll and Ben.
You right. So you can stay in Orlando. He didn't play more games. He didn't put up better numbers. He didn't win more games. What'd he do? What was it? I missed it.
He got the trash Orlando Magic in the playoffs.
Yeah, as a lower seed. I don't care. They're so trash, but you about to put Franz in the honorable mentions. Yeah, you sneaky. I see you. Ain't nobody on the team, but you got to squeeze.
Look, hey, hold on, Jay. You seen that Smith though? Now he got a problem with honorable mentions. I thought it wasn't no rewards for that. Wasn't nothing to that. Now you got a problem with honorable mentions. You showed your hypocrisy that fast. You couldn't even hide it.
Said if he's so bad, how we get there? If the whole team's so bad, how you get an honorable mention player? Who that?
I like Franz. I ain't gonna slander Franz.
I'm not trying to slander Franz either. So why we slandered him saying that Paolo's dragging this trash? Like y'all
because we gave him honorable mention. We didn't hold on. We put
seasons.
Franz in honorable. Well, I put Franz in honorable mention. I didn't put him in the All-Star game with Paolo.
Because he shouldn't be, and neither should Paolo. They can be honorable together. You can honorably mention them both. Like, absolutely.
Jay, you got a problem with Ben Carroll in the All-Star
21?
game?
You said what?
Do you have a problem with Ben Carroll in the All-Star game?
No, not at all.
Boy dropped 40 last week.
Or let me ask y'all this. Hold on. I'll ask y'all this as a
this
podcast
that recency bias for
to
real.
see what the votes is, and we'll probably go like we'll try to go like majority rules or something. They
trying to lie on the tape, man. They're trying to stop.
Ben
They're trying to
Carroll.
stifle us.
I want everybody's vote for Ben Carroll or Julius Randle in the All-Star game.
Ben Carroll.
Ben Carroll.
Jay?
Julius Randle. More points, higher field goal percentage.
Oh, so does that make me the tiebreaker?
Well, no.
Higher PER, like just whooping this boy ass number wise, higher seed. I don't know what we want.
So what did you say? You want us to explain our pick?
Yes, other than the Knicks shouldn't get two.
What type of Knicks bully Queens get the money spit you trying to do right now?
I'm gonna say this right here. If we switch their resumes, if Paolo was the one with the better numbers, on the better seed, with the same amount of games played, we wouldn't even be having a conversation right now. There'd be nothing for us to talk about.
I mean, we're not saying there's not some sort of sentimental type of thing behind it. It's Orlando winning. We don't see this often.
The Knicks sometimes teams have two All-Stars. Sometimes teams have two All-Stars. We just had a discussion about how a 19 and 19 team had two All-Stars, and yet nobody was like, no.
Two All-Stars that are both
arguably the Kings don't have a starter. No, but the Pelicans don't have a starter. No, but the Mavericks only have one starter. No, but like nobody did this. Nobody said Chet Holmgren should be an All-Star because OKC got a 2 seed. We let them have one because there was one on that team. Why are we doing this?
Listen,
it ain't right.
With the 19 and 19 team, you got two players who are arguably top 5 players. You're going to leave that context out?
I'll argue Anthony Davis is a top 5 player. Who going to do that? In what? And where?
Bron and AD not arguably top 5?
No. AD's not. Bron is if you're talking about historically.
AD is not an arguable top 5 player right now in the NBA.
All right. Are you going to make any argument at all for AD over Giannis Antetokounmpo?
No.
Right now?
No.
Luka Doncic? Right now?
No.
Joel Embiid? Right now?
No.
You see how close I am to 5 already? Jason Tatum? Kevin Durant?
Hold on.
SGA?
Hold on. Tatum is argument.
No.
Hell no. What do you mean?
No, I'm sorry, JC. No.
Dirty shit. You snake.
You see how you summons this nigga now?
You can't leave him off the list.
Hey, Ray wasn't even paying attention no more. This nigga looked like he was
reading attention. I knew you were going to say that bullshit. No,
Ray looked like he was reading a book and not even paying attention no more. This nigga woke up.
No,
I said Giannis, he couldn't stop me. Embiid, he couldn't stop me.
What about Jokic? Is he better than
Jokic? All right, I'll move Jason Tatum out of the way. Jokic, my fault. I forgot him. Nicola.
No.
Then how you get to arguably top 5?
Fringe top. Okay, is Fringe top 5 better?
This is that Scotty Barnes mathematics.
Is this? Hold on. Is Fringe top 5 better?
No, no, it's not better. He's not Fringe top 5. He's top 10.
He's Fringe 10. He's Fringe 10.
Fringe 10.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas is disrespectful.
Giannis, Embiid, Joker, Luka, Durant, SGA. Have we even considered Anthony Davis yet? Tatum. Have we considered Anthony Davis yet?
Not yet.
This is Fringe 5 is 7.
Is he better than
Fringe 5 is 7. I'm gonna say no.
I don't got Tatum.
I'm gonna say no.
I don't got Tatum just clear cut over AD like that. Y'all niggas is crazy.
Well, I do.
Oh, and this is where I gotta ask: what'd he do with the Pelicans? What'd he do with the Pelicans?
What you mean? Tatum walked into a way better man. We're not about to do this, bro. We're not about to do this because now And Chev, I know how much you know basketball, and I know good and damn well you know all the context you're leaving out right now. I know, so I'm not even going to indulge.
Let's talk about the context. Let's talk about who Anthony Davis was actually playing with. Anthony Davis was brought in to save a franchise after Chris Paul got
Tatum walked into a situation where he was going to be a six-man at best. For that.
And it never happened. That's crazy.
Yeah, because niggas got hurt. You leaving context out again. Gordon Hayward broke his leg the first damn game of the season. Otherwise, he would have came off the effing bench.
They were just going to say, I'm sorry. Do you forget how Jason Tatum became a Celtic? They traded for that pick. They traded for a top 3 pick. They didn't plan on a 6-man for that.
They traded down, actually.
Exactly. From the 1, so they could get the guy they wanted and more.
And he still wasn't starting.
I mean, he dropped 20 points
when it was.
So,
and when it was just Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, that was still a playoff team.
Tatum was not drafted to be a franchise savior. They had just came back from the Eastern Conference Finals.
You didn't save a franchise, but you were drafted to be a franchise player.
What'd you say?
Y'all don't like DeMarcus Cousins?
Act like
I like
that
DeMarcus Cousins.
Team at the end of his run was full of bumps. I mean, he had Rondo, Drew Holiday. I'm sure I'm leaving out guys. That was a good team.
Yeah, by the time he left, I mean, well, not by the time he left, that specific run, yes. That 1 year, yeah. And they played like it until they ran into Golden State.
If Jason Tatum is a Laker right now instead of Anthony Davis, what are we saying about the Lakers?
If Julius Randle is a Laker?
No, I said if Jason Tatum is a Laker right now instead of Anthony Davis, what are we saying?
He'd probably be the GOAT, but that's
are we calling them a title contender? Are we saying they should be trying to win a championship? Is that what we're doing? Don't look around.
We got way too much. We got way too off track. We trying to find these last 2 front courts so we can get to this game. Carroll outvoted Randall, correct?
You mean
a crime if I ever saw one?
He outvoted Randall. Yeah.
Okay, so now
it's a crime.
Now next, Julius Randle or Adebayo?
Bam.
Yeah, I'm taking Bam.
Gotta take Bam, but I just can't.
I ain't gotta say Smith Chef.
Why you got to though? Why you got to? You said like it's a need. If Julius switching resume with these people, there's nothing to discuss.
Okay, so let's review.
We talking about how many games we said Bam played? Since we want to do that,
27.
27, same as Donovan Mitchell. So the same argument between Bam and Julius was the one we just had between Jalen Brunson and Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, but he played 27 games, and the Knicks only have one more win than them. I mean, that's you got to factor that in. They have one more win, and he's played 27 games. That's 10 less than Randall. So if they played 10 more games, would they not have won more games?
Can we prove definitively that those wins are directly just the games that Bam played? Have we looked at what their record is without Bam?
We can look at it. That's not that hard.
Let's do it.
Somebody hit Stat Muse, all that good shit.
They better be a 1 seed when Bam playing. They better be a 1 seed with Bam. Hey, the Heat have a record of 5-5 without Bam Adebayo this season.
They lost.
I just want to add and notate that dying on a Julius Randle hill is nasty work, Chef. But I digress.
Then why are you shooting me up here, man? Let me live.
They're 500 in the game.
I figured you would come in here with the Brunson talk. I expected that. But
Julius
Randle,
this
is correct.
Yeah.
Agreed.
5-5 in the games.
Don't hold that against me like you ain't see it.
I love my guy Chef though.
I don't think he loves us right now, though.
Hey man,
I agree.
It's that Knicks misery, man. He needs something to hang his hat on.
It's, you know.
Going to the finals this year.
We got one guy playing with like multiple 20-point per game scores, and
the
team's doing pretty good.
Julius
We don't talk about the 22 you getting out of Tyler Hero. We don't talk about the 20, whatever you getting out of Jimmy Butler.
How many games Hero played? How many games Hero played?
And Butler hasn't been playing.
19.
And Butler's not
I'm
playing.
just gonna point out in that 500 record where Bam's not playing, Bam ain't the only person out. But do y'all though? It's cool. It's cool. It's live.
Let's recap the reserves one last time. Damian Lillard, Tyrese Maxey, Donovan Mitchell, Trae Young, Carroll, Bam Adebayo, Jaylen Brown.
Yes.
Is what we came up with.
Chev,
you're dying on the Julius Randle hill.
Yep, it's crime.
Who is the one out of those two names of Bam and Carroll? Who is the name?
Paolo Banchero. Paolo Banchero. Yeah. Paolo Banchero.
Okay. And so if that was the switch, that would be your list.
Yep.
I agree with him as well. I think you got to put Julius Randle over Banchero. And I haven't heard an actual argument as to why anybody would.
We did have arguments. Y'all just didn't like them.
So we shouldn't have to. Just because God said we shouldn't have to.
Y'all act like Paolo. Y'all act like. Hold on. When I mentioned Scotty,
why do they need one?
When I mentioned Scotty,
they're one win away from the Knicks, and they don't have an All-Star. They're only one win away from the Knicks.
That happens.
I just don't see that being like
you're playing great team ball.
And the funny thing about this is, Julius Randle is probably still gonna make the All-Star game. That's the funny part.
Yeah.
He's probably still gonna make it, but yeah, I'm with Ray. It's like why like Orlando's finally winning, and we're gonna leave him out because we want to get two Knicks in there.
The Rockets are 500, just like the Lakers are. The Lakers have 2. The Rockets have an honorable mention.
Yeah, but
the West got more heat over there. The West got more heat over there, buddy.
In the East.
It's different about these things.
The West got way more heat over there.
That's crazy. He couldn't
oh my gosh!
Disrespect anymore.
That's
right. Did he?
My man is done. He is done.
Oh, disrespect.
Why do we do that to him? It's so hard being a Knicks fan. He's like, I can't even celebrate 2 All-Stars in peace. Okay.
Oh, did he really leave?
Nah, he gone, bro. He is gone.
Well, I guess that's a good place to end this, huh?
I just need y'all Final Four an NBA champion before we leave.
Not the Knicks.
wait.
Yeah, that was gonna be another fight. So
NBA champion? Who we taking?
Western Conference, Western Conference and Eastern Conference championship.
Bucks, Celtics, Eastern Conference. Celtics in 6.
And what about
the West?
Western?
Ooh.
For sure not the LA Fakers. I mean Lakers, I'm sorry.
Celtics with 3 Ks, fan.
Yep, well, keep saying that when we get Banner 18 on your ass this year.
Hilarious.
And don't you dare say that in season tournament banner counts.
We need the Western teams, brother, so we can get to some basketball.
Damn. West. I'm actually going to go just because they have been playing Man, that's tough.
Yeah, I know.
Damn it. Honestly, I'm going to go ahead and go with the Nuggets for sure and Kings. I'm going to go Nuggets and Kings.
That's interesting. Okay.
It's just I don't have full belief yet in Minnesota or OKC. I feel like after All-Star break, that's when teams are going to start to show themselves, start to show their true colors.
So you got.
Oh, he's back.
We're talking about NBA championship, so who do you think is going to be in the final
He's about
four?
to leave again once we leave the Knicks out.
The violence, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying? We've been going about 2 hours and a half, you know. Forgot to plug the charger in. That's on me.
Oh, we thought you mic dropped on us mad because we left your boy.
No. It's cool. It's cool.
That was content gold.
Can I just hear the West list one more time?
The West list?
Like just the West list.
Bro, we on
just not the honor.
Are you coming back talking about All-Star?
Just the players and reserves.
Okay.
I just got to know.
West reserves, we had AE, De'Aaron Fox, Steph, Booker, KD, Kawhi, Sabonis.
Cool.
Julius Randle can't shine none of their shoes. Now, can we move on?
No, I was just saying, you know, how the Pelicans are a 6 seed in 23 and 15, but they don't get an All-Star. Well, no, we're going to keep moving. Because I thought, you know, leaving a playoff team without an All-Star was a crime. But, you know, we good. We talk about the champs.
Not to get off topic, but Dre, you see this Celtics score right now?
Right, hold on. Right.
Yeah.
Right, before you get up out of here, man, Final Four real quick.
Final four. Bucks, Celtics in the East. Bucks win in 7.
What? Did you just say what I think you did?
West, Nuggets, Clippers. Nuggets win in 6. Nuggets repeat.
Oh.
Hold on. Did you just say Bucks in 7 over y'all?
Yeah.
And y'all the number 1 seed and they struggling?
They have the best duo in the NBA.
Yeah, but right
Giannis.
now,
Overrated.
And a lot of time.
I would beg to differ, but all right.
A lot of time to get better.
Okay.
Jay Will.
So I got Celtics and Bucks. Done with the Heat nonsense. I don't want to see them back there. Give me Celtics in 6 against them. And then in the West, it's really tight. But when I'm looking at it, I got Denver coming back. And when I look at the Timberwolves and the Thunder, I just see a lot of inexperience. So saying that, and I can't even say that because the team I'm about to choose kind of is the same way. But I like the Kings going to the Western Conference Finals as well. Give me 4-1 Nuggets and Nuggets versus Celtics. I like the Celtics in 7.
I like that. That sounds great.
Even though that's a nightmare because I hate the Celtics. But
it don't sound like it. Go ahead, Chef.
I wish that we were able to save the preseason joint because I remember saying Drew Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis were going to be a big deal in Boston, and they were
in the same spot they've been in. Hey, just give the pick.
What are you
in
talking
the same spot
about?
they've been in.
No. JC know where he at. JC know what was going down in that conference. Don't let that cap for y'all. Like the whole conference was supposed to fall at Damian Lillard's feet. And I was like, not really. I'm gonna say Celtics, Bucks, Celtics in 6, Nuggets, Clippers, Nuggets in 7.
What the hell's up with all this Clippers?
Then Celtics in 6 for the chip.
Ooh.
I think there has been a definitive best team in the NBA this season. I think they have the best combination of both defense and offense. They've got guys who are young enough and athletic enough in Brown and Tatum to be ready to go get it, and a point guard in Drew Holiday who's been around the block. I hate Jamal Murray having to try to dribble through Drew Holiday and Derek White all week. I think Kristaps Porzingis is just tall enough to annoy Jokic. I'm going Boston.
You know what's crazy? I feel like if Boston doesn't win it this year, there's a lot of questions that need to be, or stuff that needs.
If they're healthy and don't win it, oh yeah, it's just getting.
Well, if they
they just paid both of them niggas, so
they're gonna lose some people after this season.
They're gonna be
their best shot
trouble.
Derek White's gone after this season. I mean, I think that's a given.
Oh, for sure.
Y'all got some explaining to do with this.
That's why we need to win now.
You don't win a championship.
One of them goes down. It's still I got some explaining to do.
So I'm gonna go a little different on the East, and I'm gonna go Cleveland, Milwaukee. When Cleveland is
wait. Mr. Embiid's not going to pick the Sixers.
I know.
I don't think
Cleveland.
I don't think Philly got enough.
Cleveland? You said that with a straight face. Cleveland.
You don't think Philly has it in them?
I said I don't think they have enough.
They don't have enough now. They'll never have enough.
Braun went back to
What
Cleveland.
You mean? You act like they just got all type of stars and stuff like the rest of these teams do.
Tyrese Maxey's averaging 26 a game. I mean, if they're
Maxey has taken a step, but Maxey has also been known to disappear when that NBA playoff logo gets on the hardwood.
He's fucking young. He's got time.
When Braun goes,
Kev, I know where you going. Leave me alone.
Cleveland.
I know where you going, Chef.
Like, what happened? That Kyrie, LeBron go back? Because, like, what you talking about?
Look, man, that's what y'all talking about. I just picked Cleveland at the top of last year or the top of this.
How'd that go?
I picked Cleveland at the top of the season to make the AFC Championship, and that's looking good right now. I should be good in basketball.
I got the Browns.
So I should be good in basketball when I'm saying Cleveland and Bucks in the Eastern Conference Championship. And I think the Bucks win in 6. Now on the West Coast, I think it's a rematch of Denver and the Lakers. And I got my Lakers in 7.
I can't breathe.
JC, it's been great being on this podcast. I didn't know you were sick. I'm sorry to hear that. That's really sad. It's been nice knowing you, brother. I didn't know you were. That's crazy.
They just said that Braun and AD just playing themselves and kids like an hour ago. And now they're going to take them kids.
It is January 11th. We got 4 or 5 months for these predictions to come about.
All right, 3 months.
You know what?
Real quick,
can I say something to y'all real quick?
Shit. Remember that. You remember you said this because you got to live with this shit.
Hold on. Hey, tight, Ray.
4 months from now, it's going to be bad.
Real quick.
You know what?
I want to say
this has
been one of my favorite. This has been one of my favorite podcast episodes I've ever done. In 85 episodes. Got to come in here, pop our spit on some NBA, and my first time filming with Ray finally. Thank you for pulling up, brother. Chev, you know what it is, my boy. I told you how I feel, even though we disagreed today on the Knicks stuff. Jay Will, Dre, you popped out last minute. I really appreciate all of y'all for pulling up the way y'all did. To everybody watching, make sure y'all continue to share, comment, like, and subscribe. Let's take this to the furthest extent. Any last words, my brother, before y'all get out of here?
Just real quick before I get out of here, just because it's on a Thursday and I haven't been able to do it much, I got to get that flow going. I hope everyone, like JC said, had a great time on Podcast Thursday. Let's go.
So,
no, seriously, Celtics are getting whooped. Can we make this go longer?
And I will have the last laugh. I'm glad this time it's recorded, Chev. You came in, that record button was already hit. So I can't wait. I'm going to have the last laugh. Y'all niggas laughed at my little picks or whatever, but we going to see. And that being said, man, go watch y'all some basketball. Go Lakers, go Rams, go Dodgers. Peace.
Go Celtics.
Y'all later.
You dig?